Indonesia's sovereign wealth fund Danantara expressing optimism about collaborating with other regional investment institutions to drive growth. Speaking at the CNA Summit in Jakarta, its CEO, that's Rosan Roeslani, says ASEAN countries are complementary and can learn from one another. Saifulbahri Ismail with this report.
Danantara was among the three major investment institutions in the region which was present at the CNA Summit. The Indonesian state-owned investment management agency was officially launched in February last year. Its CEO said it's time for the region to work together.
We work already to have a joint fund, for example, with Qatar, with QIA, a $4 billion fund. We have already a joint fund with CIC from China. And also we are on discussion with other funds. No, I think this is time for us, to have more collaboration among ASEAN countries, not only in terms of trade, but also I think in investment also.
Investor confidence in the Indonesia Stock Exchange remains fragile, but shows early signs of stabilization following a massive sell-off recently. Singapore's investment company Temasek says it continues to see long-term opportunities in Indonesia.
If you think of Indonesia, some of the investments we've done, Siloam Hospitals, Sociola, domestic businesses relying on the domestic consumer, we just see under-penetration in these areas and therefore long runway for growth. And you'll have ups and downs, but as long as we are comfortable with the management of these companies, the governance of these companies, that's something we are very focused on.
Malaysia's sovereign wealth fund Khazanah Nasional also says that Indonesia remains an important country for investments.
Indonesia, we are here, the biggest country in ASEAN with almost $1.5 trillion GDP. Noise is always there. We are invested by our companies, Axiata, through now Excel and Smart, CMB Vesa Niaga. We have our public market team here, also continue to invest in Indonesia. So the world remains an important country for us.
Indonesia has set an ambitious target of attracting $800 billion in investment by 2029.
So this is the big number, right? And for us, they said Indonesia, we have a lot of potential. But I think the most important for us, when we would like this investment, the quality investment, at the same time, we need to create more jobs. I think that's the key, because human capital is the key for us if we want to have more sustainable growth in Indonesia.
Navigating investment in a new era was a central theme of this year's CNA Summit. This is the 7th CNA Summit and the first time it's being held outside Singapore. Hosting the event in Jakarta underscores CNA's growing presence in Indonesia and recognizes the country as a strategic and important neighbor. CNA launched its Bahasa Indonesia website in April 2024 as part of the channel's 25th anniversary celebrations. The platform now attracts around 1.5 million page views each month and is set to receive a refreshed look in March this year. Saifulbahri Ismail, CNA, Jakarta.